Chartae by Reiner, Knizia. This is a small game physically, but it's also small in terms of gameplay, meaning it is a very minimalistic game. It is something of a haiku game. The entire game consists of these 9 tiles representing different configurations of lands and water and looking, pleasantly enough, like old maps. You take this tile and you put it in the middle of the play area, and then you shuffle the other tiles and you form a stack which is face up, so you will always know what the next tile is. The game is for 2 players only, it lasts between 5 and 10 minutes, but really closer to 5. Such a simple, small filler. One player will play as the water, one player as the land, as surreal as the premise is, and players will alternate taking turns. When it is your turn, you must do one of 2 things. You can take the top tile from the draw pile and place it adjacent or diagonally to a tile that is already there. We're trying to form a grid which is 3 by 3 with this tile in the middle, so some placements like this one would be illegal because then you can't have that 3 by 3 that way, but this would work. So during your turn, you can add a new tile, the one that is on top there. Or what you can do, you can rotate a tile by 90 degrees clockwise only. And one of my daughters was a little bit confused, so that's when I made this player aid on the lid of the box, so we don't lose it. So that's the other thing you can do. If you rotate, then the opponent can rotate also, but again, by 90 degrees and only in that direction, so they cannot undo what you just did. Important thing, this choice cannot be made more than twice in a row. So if I did that and then you rotated also, then when it's my turn, I must place another tile. As simple as that. We continue until the map is formed. And at that point, the player that has the largest contiguous mass, the one that covers the most tiles, wins the game. In this example here, this is the end of the game, then land has, oh boy, this is pretty good. A land mass that covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles, pretty good. And water, I think the largest I see is a 2 tiles, 1, 1, 1, 1, so that's pretty bad for water. Land wins. So the player with the largest connected mass of their kind, the one that covers the most tiles, wins the game. And this is how you play Chartae. Chartae may be one of the most minimalistic games that I've ever played, this side probably of tic-tac-toe. Because in terms of rules, there isn't much more here than you have in tic-tac-toe. You even have the 9 square grid. But it's better, but there's more going on here. There are more reasons to be interested. It is an incredibly minimalistic game. Probably one of these games that I imagine Reiner Knizia designs before dinner. I think he designs fillers the way we play fillers. And so for something this simple, it works. It really does not hurt that the production is pretty good. I mean, you have these tiles that are high quality. They look great. They're thick. They're all these little nice details. They really simulate ancient maps. Very pleasant to look at. And if we play analog games instead of video games, mainly is because we appreciate, of course, the material production. This game really works from that point of view. And again, from the point of view of gameplay, no doubt some of you will find it too light, and probably even I will find it too light in some situations, in some circumstances. But once you have in mind, this is a filler that you play a game night while you're waiting for the other friends to arrive, so something you can teach in a minute, play in 2 or 3, this is not bad. This is a pretty entertaining game. I was able to play, since I don't have game night these times of pandemic, I was able to play with my daughters. They're 8 and 9. I was able to play with my wife. She's not a hardcore gamer. Everybody was interested at different levels. The wife didn't like it all that much, maybe because she kept losing, so I don't know that in that case, really her opinion reflects on the design rather than on other matters. But the daughters, they had more of a balance between winning and losing, and they enjoyed it. And I also enjoyed it quite a bit. Again, it's a filler, but for a game that is this simple, 9 tiles, put one down, turn it around, or not, or add another one, and in 5 minutes you play the game, and then, okay, it didn't work, that's fine, you lost, it seemed like a silly game. and you try again. Definitely, this is one of these games that have that, why don't we try one more time, that addictive element there, because you can set up in a couple of seconds and you play it over and over again, hoping that you'll keep your lead or you'll be able to catch the leader, which may or may not happen. But the point is that it's simple, it's elegant, it has some basic but entertaining decisions, great production value. So for a game this small in terms of production, but also in terms of design, for a haiku of a game, I would say this game is really good. Somehow, the word that comes to mind is this game is delightful, and that's how I'm going to describe it. A small haiku game that just feels delightful.